This is First Warning Weather.
And welcome back. A little bit of sunshine peeking through the clouds has caused temperatures to really bounce through the mid-70s here this afternoon. 74 off to the west Canisteo. More 74s for you in Tioga and Mansfield. You look at Elmira, 75, 77 in Corning, but towards the Finger Lakes a bit on the cooler side. 71s for Penyan and Watkins Glen. You look at Erin, 73, another 73 for Ridgebury. Still plenty of warm air making its way in. Temperatures are going to get closer to that 80-degree mark later on today. Some clouds have made their way through. Not as many, mainly just dotting the skies throughout the Twin Tiers. Can't rule out a few showers later on today, so you do see a brief pop-up shower potentially coming in later in the afternoon. Most of us, though, going to stay on the dry side. We zoom out, seeing most of the activity off to our west over parts of Illinois, Iowa, dealing with some storms and heavy rains, and a little bit up towards New England and parts of Quebec this afternoon. But overall, our main severe weather threat coming in tomorrow, slight risk, looking at the potential of some high winds and hail. Now, those are going to be mainly isolated thunderstorms headed our way, but effectively the entire viewing area, aside from southwest Tioga County, they're in a marginal risk, but everybody else, slight risk, so you're going to want to be on the lookout for some thunderstorms headed our way tomorrow. Look at the future track, seeing a few more clouds rolling in here this evening, and some rain showers could make an appearance after sunset. You could see some slightly heavier stuff making its way in on Saturday morning. Even more showers could make an appearance in the afternoon. You can see temperatures will start to swell into the 80s, so don't be surprised if you get a pop-up there, as we'll also be dealing with a little bit of humidity heading back into the region. But the main idea here these next couple of days, heat going to be really topping out those thermometers. Moderate heat risk heading into Saturday, but we get into Sunday, we start to see the potential for folks to get really overwhelmed. You're not in a cool place, you're not hydrating, where we start to see things getting dangerous. The extreme risk coming in on Monday and also on Tuesday. That's when heat index values very likely going to exceed 100 degrees, really going to overwhelm you pretty much every hour of the day. Some of our low temperatures going to be in the 70s, and that is what is going to create such a threat of just overall heat exhaustion, heat illness. You want to stay on top of that, get yourself in a cool place, stay hydrated, because we're in it for the long haul headed into the next couple of days. Even as we head into next Wednesday, we'll finally see some relief, at least for parts of the southern tier. Pennsylvania, they'll still be dealing with quite the rough conditions. Air temperature of 98 potentially on Monday. To get a heat wave, 90 plus for 3 days in a row or more. You can see we have the potential to have 90 plus degree highs for 4 days. That does a number, especially on your cars. Inside, even just after a couple of minutes, when you have a 98-degree high, it can get to dangerous levels up to 140 degrees by 1 hour. So we'll be continuing to monitor this high heat over the next couple of days. As for today, 80, the temperature that we're looking at today. Partly sunny skies, can't rule out an isolated shower, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. 61, the low this evening. We'll start to see more of those humid lows really make an impact. See temperatures bouncing up into the 90s by Sunday, but don't be surprised you get a couple thunderstorms happening on Saturday. Calm weather aside from the heat headed into early next week. The thunderstorms return as temperatures start to cool off just a bit by Wednesday and Thursday.